Welcome back to the Infinity Travel AZ Studios. Today I have Matthew Coles from Uniworld, and he's going to share a beautiful presentation with us. How are you, Matthew?
Hi, I'm great, Cindy. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm excited to see your presentation.
Well, I'm excited to share it with your travel members, that's for sure. We're all excited to get back out there and travel, and things are looking awfully bright. So with that, I'll just get going. How's that?
Go for it.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Matthew Coles with Uniworld Boutique River Cruise Collection, and I'm very proud to be here today with the world's leading travel company that's privately owned, which is the Travel Corporation. Just to share a little bit about Uniworld, we're part of TravCorp. TravCorp is the holding company, and underneath TravCorp, there's an umbrella of travel brands, and one of them is Uniworld Boutique River Cruises. The other is Insight Vacations and Luxury Gold, and those beautiful red carnation boutique hotels around the world, about 20 of them. And we also have African Travel Safari. So when you're doing business with Uniworld, you're knowing you're doing business with a company that has a long-standing tradition in the travel business. And we're also very financially secure. We're fourth generation, family owned, in business for 100 years, and we're debt free. So I just wanted to share that with you, just as long as you have a little comfort zone and booking with confidence. I'd like to start out with this slide because up in the left-hand corner there, that is a picture of our brand new suite on our beautiful brand new ship, SS La Venezia, that cruises the Venetian Lagoon. We do go up the Po River. We're the only river cruise line in the business that cruises the Venetian Lagoon. I love this ship, and it is just gorgeous. It's high style. It is designed by the House of Fortuny, was the big inspiration. And I just wanted to share a picture with you because it's one of the very first. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit today about our brand new cruise and rail packages. We know that Uniworld River Cruise customers love rail experiences, and we've got a combination for you both. So here we go. Well, first of all, at Uniworld, we always talk about living your best life. You deserve the best. River cruising is absolutely the best way and the most luxurious way to cruise is with Uniworld. We are the most highly awarded river cruise line in the business. Everything we do at Uniworld has a singular focus of making sure that our consumers have an unforgettable and immersive experience. And by the way, this ship is in Bordeaux. It's called the SS Bon Voyage. It's a gorgeous ship. It was retransformed last year, actually 2019. I think I just forgot about last year, right? And it is just gorgeous. It is very yacht-like. It's got that high varnished lacquer Italian wood throughout. It's just unsurpassed. So with Uniworld, we are the world's best and most awarded luxury river cruise line in the business. And what does that really mean? It means we're the most all-inclusive, and I'll talk a little bit about what all-inclusive cruising means. Outstanding service. Our service truly comes from the heart. No request is too large. No detail is too small. As a matter of fact, all of the service has been provided by and inspired by our beautiful red carnation hotels, those boutique 20, 30 room hotels located around the world where outstanding service is what we're known for. All of our ships are one-of-a-kind award-winning ships. We have about 18 ships in Europe and then about 5, 6 others around the world. Each ship is unique. It's like a work of art. All of our ships are designed for the region they're traveling through. And just to share with you, the Tolman family keeps their private art collection on board the ships. So it's not uncommon to sleep next to a Picasso, an Andy Warhol, a Van Gogh, a Matisse, and they're the real thing. They're not a print, they're originals. So our ships are beautiful, one of a kind, and they're inspired also by our beautiful red carnation hotels. We like to call them floating boutique hotels. And by the way, they're not these huge, 200-300 passenger river cruise ships. They're only They're very intimate, so we can pull right up into the city center and around average of 100 passengers. Some are as low as 68 and some are as high as 150, but that's if you put 2 people in every room. And we have a lot of singles that come on our ships because we have a fabulous solo program, and I'll tell you about that in a second. Also, we have delicious farm to table food. That's right. All of our food is locally sourced within 50 to 100 miles of where we cruise. You'll never see a frozen Cisco meat truck in front of one of our ships. All of our food is fresh, fresh, fresh. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. We also has a choice of carefully curated experiences, meaning shore excursions. You know, we don't just offer you one, we offer you 2, 3, 4 in a day. Sometimes you can do 2 in a day. So the choice is yours. But what's most important, it's included with your all-inclusive cruise fare. So take it from me and take it from a couple of awards we've received. We are the most awarded river cruise line and the best in the business. You deserve the best. So let's just talk about all-inclusive cruise fare and what that means. Well, first of all, it means we have the highest staff to guest ratio in the river cruise business. That's right. We have about 57, 60 crew members on board. And if that's about 100, 110 people, it's nearly 2 to 1. It's, I think, 2.4, 2.3 to 1. So it's the highest staff to guest ratio in the business. Also, all your gratuities on board are included with Uniworld. So that's right, tipping for the maitre d', the cabin steward, your waiter, matter of fact, that front desk staff or the concierge, all the tipping is included with Uniworld. You don't have to worry about a thing and stuffing things in an envelope at the end of your cruise. It's all included with Uniworld. All your scheduled round trip airport transfers are included with Uniworld. So whether you buy air from Cindy or you buy air from Uniworld or you use your points that are free, your transfers from the airport to the ship are included with Uniworld. And if you buy a pre or a post, they're included to the hotel as well as from the hotel to the ship. So as long as you're flying in the day of embarkation and disembarkation or buying a pre or post with Uniworld, all your airport transfers are included. You don't have to worry about that extra expense. And also Butler Service. If you're a suite type person, as if you're booking with Virtuoso, you probably are. So that means that our suites, every suite comes with a butler. And our butlers are trained by the very best, the same company who trains Buckingham Palace butlers. We're very proud of them. And if you've never enjoyed Butler Service before, you're in for a treat. So all of our suites have Butler Service. There are a few areas on our exotics where we don't offer Butler Service, but you'll know about that if you book something like that, like in India. So 24-hour room service and concierge service. That's right. If you're jonesing for French fries at 3 in the morning, just give us a ring. We'll be happy to bring some down for you. Concierge services. You know, here's a good example. I went on our Burgundy and Provence itinerary, the south of France. And if you haven't seen the south of France, it's just gorgeous. From Lyon to Avignon. And you know what? I had an aunt that lives in Lyon and I forgot about it. And when I got on board the ship, I went to the concierge and I said, you know what? I have an Aunt Tilly that happens to live in Lyon. And instead of doing a shore excursion that day, I would like to go see my Aunt Tilly. You know what? They arranged a car for me to come pick me up from the ship and take me to my Aunt Tilly. I took some photos, had a great time, shared it with my cousins and my aunts and uncles when I got back to the States. It was wonderful. So what I wanted to share with you is don't worry about those last minute ideas. We've got you covered. And we don't have an upcharge for it. Whatever the cost is of a car or et cetera, an Uber, that's all. We'll arrange it for you, no problem. Once again, just going back to our food, our cuisine is locally sourced and it's really crafted to appeal to a wide range of tastes. And that does include things like if you're vegan, low sodium, gluten-free, Heart Smart, all of those things are not a problem with Uniworld. As a matter of fact, our owner, B. Tolman and Stanley Tolman, Bee Tolman, she wrote a cookbook called A Life in Food. It's been on New York's 100 bestseller list, and a lot of our menu items are from Bee Tolman's cookbook. No GMO, no preservatives, no antibiotics in any of our food. It is fresh, fresh, fresh. So also, let's just talk a little bit about beverages. You know, some cruise lines talk about how they give you beverages, but it's with a meal. So, but not with Uniworld. It's unlimited beverages, including premium spirits, beer, and regional wines. That's right, we include wines in the region you're traveling through. When we're in the south of France, for example, some of the best red Syrahs in the world are in the south of France. And we're serving you those wines for your dinner. And castles along the Rhine, everybody knows that if you are a first-time river cruiser, castles along the Rhine is probably one of the hottest destinations in river cruising. It's beautiful itinerary where you go along the Rhine River and you see all those beautiful castles. Some of the best Rieslings in the world are included and served on our Castles Along the Rhine itinerary. It's just amazing. So unlimited beverages all day long, no limits. Okay, let's talk about shore excursions a little bit. A choice of enticing shore excursions that are led by English-speaking local experts. We have several to choose from, and they're very immersive. They're not Googleable. They're very unique experiences, and it makes you feel like a local. Onboard fitness centers. We know fitness is very important to many of our customers, so therefore we have a state-of-the-art fitness facility on board our ships. We also have daily yoga, wellness classes, TRX. We have complimentary bikes on board the ship that you can just bike right off the ship and into the little village. And we have those complimentary Nordic walking sticks that you can use. Not a problem with Uniworld. It's all for your use, complimentary. Ship-wide Wi-Fi. You know, many cruise lines charge $15, $20, $30 a day for Wi-Fi access, but not with Uniworld. No matter where you are on the ship, whether it's in your stateroom or on the top deck looking at the beautiful scenery or in the lounge or maybe even in the restaurant, Wi-Fi access is everywhere, and that's included with your all-inclusive cruise fare. Onboard local entertainment. Yes, I know everybody has entertainment, but with Uniworld, we have singles, duos, trios on board our ship, and local people from the areas that you're traveling through that will come on board the ship and have entertainment. And then signature lectures. No, it's not some long-haired, boring lecture. Signature lectures are all about where we're going and what town or village we're going to go through. And every day prior to dinner, we have a signature lecture where the hotel director on board the ship will talk about the shore excursions that are coming up through the week so you can decide what to sign up for every day. And what's not on this list that I always like to talk about, and especially for the ladies, is our beautiful bathrooms, you guys. So our bathrooms are marble from head to toe. You step out of your shower into your heated marble floor. You grab a towel from your heated towel rack. Now that's a luxury experience. And remember, you deserve the best. Okay, so what does our floating boutique hotels look like? Well, here's an example on our beautiful SS Catherine. This is a beautiful, beautiful river ship. And on board our ships, number one is Savoir beds from England. Our beds are from Savoir. If you don't know Savoir, they're probably the most comfortable beds in the world, and every one of our Uniworld ships have Savoir beds from England in them, as well as our Red Carnation hotels. And the sleeping is very European style with duvet and duvet cover, 1,000 count Egyptian cotton, very comfortable. And you get a menu pillow if you want a soft pillow, a firm pillow, a hyperallergenic pillow, or a different pillow every night, whatever you want. We have a pillow menu for you in your room. And here's an example of just some of the artwork. It's just stupendous. It's absolutely beautiful. The color palettes are all original, and each ship is designed as a work of art. It's all for you to enjoy. Let's talk about our service a little bit. Outstanding is all I can say. I love this photo because on the left, you see this gentleman who has been a captain with us for over 30 years. This gentleman is one of our senior captains. And if you look over to his left shoulder there, there's another gentleman there that's just as tall as the captain that has a big smile on his face. Well, that's his son. And his son used to help us out in the engine room, his dad, when he was a young boy. Well, you know what? Now he's a captain of his own ship. It's just a testament to show you how well our staff is treated in that family philosophy, and our guests are like family. And it's also a testament to how well our employees feel about Uniworld. Our average tenure with Uniworld, it was last year 11 and a half, and it's called up to 12 this year. 12 years, and that's unheard of in the cruise line business because all of our employees work for Uniworld. They're not on contract where they're working for Uniworld 1 year and then another ocean cruise line the next year and then another season back to another river cruise line. No, they're all Uniworld employees. So I wanted to share that with you because our service truly comes from the heart, and it's with over 100 years of hospitality. Okay, so let's just go back to the bar a little bit. Unlimited pours, and I just wanted to show you what our top shelf looks like. Kettle One, Grey Goose Vodka, Bombay Sapphire, Tanqueray, Maker's Mark. The choice is yours. So you're not drinking, pop-off vodka or 5 o'clock vodka. You're drinking the good stuff, and it's unlimited. And we serve you wine in the region we're traveling through. That's really important because when you go out on a holiday, you want to have an immersive experience. And with Uniworld, we're serving you the local regional wines that they're known for in the area. So don't think that you're going to go all the way to Europe and you're in beautiful Burgundy and Provence or Bordeaux enjoying those beautiful reds and it's going to be from Napa, because it's not. It's going to be from the region you're traveling through. So here's just another example of farm to table cuisine. It is not uncommon to see your chef that is on the ship on the shore excursion or in the little village at the local farmers market. In the United States, we have our farmers markets every Saturday or Sunday from 9 in the morning till noon or 1 p.m. But not in Europe. When you're in Europe, they have farmers markets every single day. I think that's why their refrigerators are so tiny. But the food is all locally sourced. So it's not uncommon to see the chef off board the ship, actually at the local farmers market, picking out that fresh produce for that evening dinner. So let's just talk about exclusive experiences. This is our shore excursion. So here's just an example. In that Bordeaux, I'm sorry, not Bordeaux, in the south of France itinerary, Burgundy and Provence, Lyon to Avignon, we go down the river and we stop at this beautiful little town called Viviers. And in Viviers, there's these wonderful vineyards that have been there for thousands of years, producing that beautiful red Syrah. And you get a chance to get off the ship, there it is up in the background there, and go down and meet the vintner. And the vintner tells you about why they've been producing these wonderful wines all of these years and how the soil is perfect for this and the climate. And then you drink this beautiful red, and then you later get back on board the ship and they're serving it for dinner. So it's truly a unique and immersive experience. Let's talk about a few more that's exclusive to Uniworld and what our shore excursions are like. We have, I told you a little bit about castles along the Rhine. That is the most popular first-time river cruise for first-time river cruisers. So if you're going on castles along the Rhine, you're either going to start or end in Amsterdam. And we have a program in Amsterdam that's called Mourning with the Masters. In Amsterdam, there's this beautiful L'Hermitage Museum that hundreds of people stand in line in the public to wait to get in, but not with Uniworld. With Uniworld, it's closed to the public and open for Uniworld guests only. We call it Mourning with the Masters. So you get to go behind the velvet ropes and have that immersive experience with the curator and have that discussion of the inspiration of the piece. It's truly a remarkable experience. And you can see all those people waiting to get in, and you are in there because you're our VIP guest with Uniworld. Or let's just move down to golfing. You see this golf course. On our Paris itinerary, and by the way, our Paris itinerary is on the beautiful Joie de Vivre, the most beautiful river cruise ship in the world, awarded by many, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But there is a golf course on the coast called Etriat. At Etriat, they usually have a 3 to 4 month waiting list for tea times, but not with Uniworld. With Uniworld, our guests have tea times, and that's an included shore excursion when you do our Paris and Normandy itinerary. Okay, let's talk about Burano Island a little bit. This is in Venice, and I'm talking to you about things that are unique that only Uniworld can offer. So here on Burano Island, we cruise the Venetian Lagoon, and there's this beautiful little island where all of these gorgeous homes that are brightly colored in the pinks and the oranges and the yellows and the greens. We used to just breeze by there and visit for the day, but not anymore. We spend the night in Burano so you can get off the ship and act like a local, go to a local pub, a local restaurant, and have that truly immersive Burano Island, Venice, Italy experience. We're very excited about that. Oh, let's just hop back to the Paris itinerary. The Paris itinerary goes up to Normandy beaches, right? Normandy is where D-Day took place, and that's where the landing beaches and the cemeteries are, and the Utah and Omaha Beach and Normandy. We visit those, and those are all part of the included shore excursions with Uniworld. I had a chance to do this in 2018. And I wanted to share with you that I have never been to the cemeteries at Normandy beaches. I had an opportunity to go to Normandy beaches, and I went to the front desk and I showed them the name of my uncle who was killed on the Normandy beaches. And he was buried at the cemetery there. And you know what? They showed me exactly where his gravesite was. So I got to go to his gravesite, and I got to choose a little flower and put it there, and I took some photos, and it was really an amazing experience. And I got to fly back to the United States, and I met with my 93-year-old aunt, who was the wife, who has never been to France in her life and has never seen her husband's grave. And she had the opportunity to experience her nephew that actually got to visit, and I showed her pictures. It was a very moving experience. Okay, one more, La Côte du Vin in Bordeaux. In Bordeaux, which by the way, I was really blown away by. I did that itinerary in 2019 on our brand new ship, the SS Bon Voyage. How modern of a city it is. Oh my gosh, you know, the average worker in Bordeaux is like 34 years old. I was truly blown away. I did not realize how beautiful of a metropolis it was, and they did a great job of mixing the old world and the new high tech, because it's a very high tech area, sort of like Silicon Valley in California. Well, our Bordeaux itinerary, they built this beautiful brand new wine museum called La Côte du Vin. Every one of the Uniworld guests gets a complimentary access to La Côte du Vin, where you have an opportunity at any time while you're in Bordeaux, the city of Bordeaux, to go to this Frank Gehry inspired museum with those big silver modern panels. And it talks about how wine is created all around the world, and not just France and Bordeaux, but everywhere in China and Japan and South America and Australia. You know, you have the whole day, but I really could have spent 2-3 days there. It was an amazing experience. And then you can go to the top of the Côte du Vin, and you can see a 360-degree panoramic view of the entire Bordeaux region, including the Atlantic Ocean. It is just amazing. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about exclusive shore excursion experiences. All right, I already told you we're the most awarded river cruise line in the business. Well, if you didn't believe me, here's some awards for you. Travel and Leisure, Cruise Critic, the Magellan Awards, the Globe winner, Travel Weekly. We can go on and on, but we're the most awarded cruise line in the business. So where do we go? So we cover every river in Europe, with the Rhine, the Rhone, the Seine, the Saône. So here's another one, Spain, Portugal, and the Douro River Valley. You know what, you guys, 20 years ago, you couldn't give that trip away. And now it is hot, hot, hot. It is so beautiful. The Spain, Portugal, and the Douro River Valley is awesome. We have a brand new ship there called the SS São Gabriel, and we have the newest ship in river cruising in the Douro River Valley. We are the only river cruise line who has a brand new ship there. And we're very excited about it. And we also have a Lisbon extension too that's included in our itinerary. So this is Europe, and then we also have a Russia itinerary, and then an Italy itinerary that I told you about, Spain, Portugal, and the Douro River. And then of course we do, the Danube and the Rhine. But I wanted to make sure that you knew about our itineraries in Europe. We cover the whole amount of rivers in Europe. Now let's just talk a little bit about our exotics. We have some really exciting exotic itineraries too. And I'm just going to talk about the one that's hot, 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 and that is Egypt. Egypt is so hot, you guys. We built a brand new ship in Egypt, and we decided to keep the River Tosca, the older ship. So we have two ships. We have the SS Sphinx, brand new, and then we have the River Tosca, which is an all-suite ship. That is an amazing bucket list itinerary. So please check that out. We also cruise India. We are the only river cruise line who cruises the Ganges River. There's only 54 guests on board this itinerary. And it is a cruise tour itinerary where we actually spend time on land at Oberoi hotels. And if you don't know what Oberoi hotels are, they're the most luxurious hotels in India. And matter of fact, one of the stays that we have in Agra and Jaipur, we actually go to a Oberoi hotel that's right across the street from the Taj Mahal. Each one of our Uniworld guests has a grand view of the Taj Mahal for the sunset as well as the sunrise. And I didn't know this about the Taj Mahal, but there's not one light on that building. It is an amazing palace that is beautifully lit by the natural light. And you get to see both the sunrise and the sunset on our India itinerary. Our India itinerary is all about wellness. We are very proud of our India itinerary, so please check it out. It's a bucket list itinerary. We also go to Cambodia and Vietnam. Our Vietnam Cambodia itinerary is on a brand new ship called the Mekong Jewel. We're very excited about it. It's only 68 passengers. It is just gorgeous. I'll show you a couple of photos in a little bit. And then we also have a brand new itinerary in Peru. As a matter of fact, let me just see if I can grab that brochure really quickly. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous ship. It's only 32 passengers on this ship, where we spend 2 nights in Machu Picchu, as well as do an Amazon River cruise. It's amazing. We're very excited about it, and it's a really great seller. And then we also do China, which is the Yangtze River, which has always been a very luxurious itinerary as well. So what is new for 2021? I talked to you a little bit about the Mekong Jewel, Vietnam and Cambodia. It debuted in 2020, but we all know what happened in 2020, so it was short-lived. The Mekong Jewel is up here in the far left-hand corner. That's just an example of the terrace on the back of the ship where you can have a little dining experience, as well as our new ship in Spain, Portugal, and the Douro River called the SS São Gabriel. I wanted to just show you what one of the suites looks like. It is just beautiful. They do a wonderful job. And here's that ship at the bottom called the SS La Venezia, which was inspired by the House of Fortuny, very high style design. And then we have a brand new ship in Egypt called the SS Sphinx. So we do have a couple of new things coming up for this year. Our Q3 and Q4 and even the end of Q2, we have sailings that are going. We're very excited about it. We have a new cruise and rail itinerary that I'll talk to you about in a little bit. We have a new classic Germany and Amsterdam itinerary, and we have Rhine, Main, and Danube Discovery that is debuting next month, as well as the new Peruvian Amazon and Machu Picchu exploration, which debuts in May this year. So a little bit about a new itinerary that we really wanted to debut last year, but couldn't, is called our Rhine, Moselle, and Blissful Baden-Baden. If you don't know about Baden-Baden, Baden-Baden is an area of Europe that has been doing spas for over 2,000 years. So your itinerary on the beautiful River Queen will include either the Sea Salt Grotto or the Caracalla Spa and Resort on this beautiful wellness program. Or the Peruvian Amazon and Machu Picchu exploration, that's a Lima round trip, 15-day itinerary, where we do actually spend some time in the Peru and Amazon rainforest. There is a shorter trip for those that don't want to spend 2 nights in Machu Picchu. Here we go. We have new 2021 and 2022 cruise and rail itineraries, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that because these are exclusive. They cannot be purchased anywhere else. We've done a perfect pairing with the Danube Express, combining all the best of river cruising, a land and a train and travel experience on both river and private train. And we have the whole train. So on board the train, if you are a Uniworld guest in the past, you know what our food is like. That food is also included on our train experience. So they'll have B. Tolman's recipes on our train cards as well. It's with the Golden Eagle luxury trains. This is very exciting for us. They're high styled, they have excellent service, and they have daily local excursions. So you're not just stuck on a train the whole time. You are not stuck at all because while you're on the train, you are pampered and have a beautiful luxury experience. Well, you can just tell by looking at some of these images. And the accommodations. You're used to Uniworld accommodations. On the left, there's a suite. Here's one on the right. This is on our train. Look how beautiful that stateroom is. It is just amazing. Of course, it's smaller than a river cruise because it's even tinier because it's a train, but the luxurious finishes are unsurpassed. So check it out. So the dining, once again, on the left is the Uniworld experience. And on the right there is the dining experience when on the train. So the Golden Eagle train will reserve an exclusive dining car. So all of the guests on that dining car will only be Uniworld guests. And they're going to serve some of B. Tolman's signature recipes that everybody's come to love. So let's just talk about some of the new itineraries. One is called Milan, Venice, and the Swiss Alps. And it's on our beautiful SS La Venezia. And you spend 1 night in a hotel, 3 nights on that Golden Eagle train, and 7 nights on SS La Venezia, cruising the Grand Canal. And the highlights of this trip are Liechtenstein and the Alpine Resort of Saint Anton, many, many more. So check it out. I'm just whetting your appetite. So with Milan, Venice, and the Swiss Alps, this is exclusive to 2021. This year, yes, we have 6 departures. 4 in August and 2 are in October. It's either Venice to Zurich or Zurich to Venice. So please check it out. We are getting quite full on it, but we still have some space left. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about next year. If you missed out on this year, next year we have more itineraries in July, August, and September on the same itinerary, Milan, Venice, and the Swiss Alps. And just for your sake, the package starts at around $11,399 per person without Milan for the 11-night trip. The Milan, Venice, and Istanbul itinerary is available for 2022 and not 2021, but 2022. This is brand new. We're very excited about this 18-day itinerary. It's Venice to Istanbul. You're 7 nights on our beautiful SS La Venezia in Venice, then 6 nights on a train, and 1 night in a hotel. And when you're in Istanbul, and if you have not been to Istanbul, you have to go. It is one of my favorite cities in the whole wide world. I never thought it would be, but it surely is. You get to go to Croatia's capital of city, Bosnia, the capital of Sarajevo. So check it out. Also, for next year, these itineraries will be running in July and August. We have 3 dates in July and 3 dates in August. They start a little bit under $20,000 per person at $19,199. We have some ways for you to save on that, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that in a moment. But I wanted to just flash those dates out for you. Okay, we also have a brand new one that we're really excited about. It's called the Enchanting Danube and the Castles of Transylvania. Yes, you've got it. We're going to go to Dracula's castle. That's right. We do 1 night in a hotel, 4 nights on that beautiful Golden Eagle, and 7 nights on our gorgeous SS Maria Theresa. And a lot of people always say, what does SS mean in front of a ship? That means she's a super ship. The Maria Theresa is a super ship. And I'll tell you a little bit of what about a super ship means. But we're going to go to the birthplace of Dracula, the old town of Brasov. You got to check it out. It's an amazing itinerary that goes to Dracula's castle. All right, the Castles of Transylvania will include 1 night in a hotel, 4 nights on the Golden Eagle, and 7 nights on the beautiful Maria Theresa. And you're going to actually spend 1 night at a hotel in Budapest, and then 4 nights on the Danube Express, and then 7 nights on the ship, of course. What do the dates look like next year? It's so popular. We've got a lot of dates. March, April, and then forget summer because they're all sold out, and we've got October dates. So there is a pre-cruise rail option and a post-cruise rail option. So check those out as well. Lots of different ways to do this itinerary. And the package starts at around $10,899 a person. And I'll show you how to save a little bit more on that too. Okay, the Trans-Siberian Express. Let's talk about Russia a little bit. Starting in 2022, we're going to have an exclusive Russian itinerary that's on rail only called the Trans-Siberian Express on the Golden Eagle. It's a 15-day itinerary, sought after, waitlisted, and what Uniworld did is we bought out the whole train. So it's 12 nights on the Golden Eagle and 2 nights in hotel. So check that out, and here's the dates. We have the 24th of July, the 6th of August, and the 21st of August. And for the luxury customers who are out there, they started around $22,899 per person. The Imperial Suite, if you're a suite type person and you want the best of the best, it's just under $40,000 a person. And the itinerary is a bucket list item. It's one of a lifetime experience. So with that, I wanted to just tease you a little bit about some of the new itineraries that we had for next year besides the normal river cruising. So let's just talk about what we offer on board. You know, a lot of folks that are 60 plus years old, we have what we call skip gen travel, where travel skips a generation. We have generations collection on board where grandma and grandpa want to take the grandkids. They don't want to take their own kids, but they want to take the grandkids, right? And they want to have that bonding experience, you know, 4 to 11, 12 to 18. And we have family hosts on board and cooking classes and activities for the kids, while grandma and grandpa are also doing something themselves. And they're both having a great time. We call these generations program. There's about 10 to 12 of them throughout the year. They're usually in the summertime and then the holiday time when the kids are out of school for the holiday break at Christmas. Jewish heritage. Uniworld is the only river cruise line in the business that we have Jewish-inspired cruises. We have Jewish-inspired excursions on our remarkable Rhine and historic Holland and the delightful Danube in Prague. Those 2 itineraries have Jewish-inspired excursions that are complementary to you. You don't have to take them if you don't want to, but they're there for the taking. We've won awards on them. We're very excited about taking to an excursion where the architecture was inspired by a Jewish architect or a synagogue or a memorial. They truly are amazing. Solo traveler, I talked to you before about how we have a lot of singles on board. You know why? It's because we have a waived single supplement and reduced single supplement program. Most singles have to pay twice as much as everybody else because there's only 1 person in the room, but not with Uniworld. We have waived single supplements for most of our itineraries for 2021 and reduced single supplements for 2022. Our solo traveler program is very popular because we have a solo cocktail party on board for our solo travelers. We have a very welcoming dining room where you can choose to eat with others or not, or just a small intimate setting with one other person. Our solo traveler program is really unsurpassed, and we do a great job with it. Book and cruise with confidence. Okay, we're in COVID times. I want to just tell you a little bit. We'll get this out of the way about COVID. So what are we doing at Uniworld to make sure of your safety? Well, first of all, our ships are quite small. They're 100 or less. And our ships are so small, our staff is so great that we are constantly having to pay attention to the detail on the ship. And what Uniworld is doing, unlike any other ocean or river cruise line, we're putting a solution on board. It used to be called Premium Purity Plus. They just changed the name of it. It is a saline solution that is sprayed on all the surfaces that is self-disinfecting for up to 6 months. And we reapply it after every cruise departure. And it is in our Red Carnation hotels and all of our ships throughout Uniworld. We're very proud of it. It's not a cheap experience. It's pretty pricey, but the Pullmans spare no expense when it comes to making sure our customers feel comfortable and booking with confidence. We also have your well-being in mind by having the appropriate protocol on board for the safety measures that are required. You can make sure that you're booking with confidence when you cruise with Uniworld. Wellness on the water. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what our bikes look like. There it is. They're state of the art, very nice. You can bike right off board the ship. There's a picture of one of our pools on our super ships. Our super ships have pools, and our pools have music underwater. Now that's a luxurious experience. Our TRX classes, for those who want to do a class every day, we have TRX classes complimentary, we have yoga classes, and those beautiful wellness centers. And then we also have traveling light menus for those who are that healthy conscious. And when we also have different type of shore excursions that are a little bit more active for people who want to be a little bit more active on their shore excursions. We call them Let's Go experiences. So the world is a big and beautiful place, and I want to really keep it that way, and so does Uniworld with Tread Right Foundation. Tread Right Foundation is a foundation that we're very proud to have started many years ago about clean water, making sure that the waters are clean and environmentally friendly, and UNESCO World Heritage Sites are there for future generations. Do you know on Uniworld there is no single-use plastic product on any of our ships? No plastic knives, forks, spoons, no plastic water bottles. Our water bottles are all reusable. And we also, even those little earbuds you put in your ears to listen to your guide, they usually come in little plastic bags. Not with Uniworld, they come in a little paper bag. So we're very sustainable. As a matter of fact, you guys, I talked to you about a couple of the new ships. You know what? You know how we made those ships? With the metal from the old ships. So we're very sustainable and very proud of it. It's a place where everybody is welcome. We're very LGBT friendly and diversified markets. We're very excited about that, and everybody is welcome at Uniworld. Outstanding loyalty program. For those of you who've been on Uniworld in the past, you already know that you get a welcome gift when you come back on board our ship. You have a dedicated phone number for you if you have any extra questions, but those always go back to your travel counselor. If you book with a travel counselor, that's where we want that booking to stay, because we like to take bookings 100% through travel counselors. We also have an in-room fruit platter for you, complimentary laundry service. Oh, that's one thing. We have complimentary laundry on board our ship. You can help yourself. You're not shoving quarters or euros into a big machine. It's all complimentary, even the soap. But if you're a past guest with Uniworld, we'll do the laundry for you once per sailing. And then we have a members only cocktail party for our returning guests. Our returning guests are called River Heritage Club members. So we have a group department that it only takes 5 cabins to make a group. So if you have 5 couples in your family, that's a small group. So you can have extra savings, and talk to Cindy about that so that you can have a greater savings or even additional shipboard credit, etc. On our group experiences, or even a private dining. So let's talk about what's on sale right now. What's on sale is we have a promo for 2021 sailings called Let's Cruise Back into Travel with savings up to 30% on the 2021 itineraries. That's a great way to save on those rail programs. And in addition to that, you guys are booking with Cindy, who is Virtuoso. Virtuoso is super preferred with Uniworld, and every one of our Uniworld Virtuoso members gets a $200 shipboard credit. So if there's two of you traveling, that's $400 extra to use for the spa services or anything you desire in the gift shop. We also have a 2022 promo called Pay in Full. If you're willing to pay in full for a 2022 itinerary, we'll give you an additional 12% off. That's huge. I just told you how much those cruise and rail programs were. Here's a way to save 12 additional percent. So it's really fabulous. We've got great ways to save for this year in 2021 and in 2022. So talk to Cindy about that, and you will get an additional $200 per person shipboard credit that is combinable with all the savings I just mentioned. So with that, I always like to say our parents taught us well. I talked to you a little bit about at the beginning how we're part of TravCorp, the mother company, Travel Corporation. And under that Travel Corporation is Red Carnation Hotels. These are those beautiful Red Carnation hotels located around the world. Insight Vacations, Luxury Gold, Trafalgar, Kentucky, many award-winning travel companies. As a matter of fact, here's Ashford Castle. For those of you who have heard of Ashford Castle, it's the most luxurious hotel in the world by Travel and Leisure. And we were awarded that a couple years ago. The Tolmans put $260 million into that castle, and it is just gorgeous. The Rubens across the street from Buckingham Palace is a little 32-room hotel. You can tell when you look at these hotels in the rooms how they're modeled after, our ships are modeled after those boutique hotels. And then here's the whole family down here. There's B. Tolman at 87, 88 years old, and there's Stanley Tolman, her husband, at 91. They're still very involved in the business, and they're wonderful, wonderful people. So with that, I want to thank everyone on behalf of Uniworld and Cindy at Virtuoso. Please go to Cindy, and she will be happy to talk to you about anything that you need in regards to your cruise experience next year. So my name is Matthew Coles, and I want to thank you very, very much for listening to my presentation today about Uniworld Boutique River Cruise Collection.
It was amazing, Matthew. The pictures are just, I don't even think they probably do the ships justice, even though they're so beautiful, because your ships are so gorgeous.
Oh, well, thank you. And, you know, we know that people are really excited to get back to travel, and we have some great ways to do it. So thank you, Cindy, for having me today. And once again, everybody, give Cindy a call, and she'll be happy to pick out the right itinerary that's for you.
Absolutely. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to do this, Matthew. It was amazing, and I will be sure to share this with everyone.
Thank you so much, Cindy. All righty, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a good day. Take care.
Thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye-bye.